Previously on The Walking Dead.
And it appears we were right. Bob was bit. And now he's tainted meat. What a great episode it was! Also, we learned that Rick definitely always keeps his promises with an exploding massive murder ending. It was great. But, at the end of this episode, people are still wondering, where is Beth?
Artificial fear.
Yeah, I know.
WoW sucks.
There's a lot of great MMOs out there. Like one of my favorite ones that a lot of people don't play is fucking The Secret World.
WildStar? Because that was gay.
Oh yeah, WildStar. I played that for.
Hold on, Anarchy Online. You were fucking.
Oh
that.
my god, Anarchy
I
Online.
like that. That was actually pretty good when it was in its heyday.
Good old beach leads.
Another
That's what
good.
we'll talk about. We'll talk about MMOs because Ryan fucking has played
Another
so many too.
Why
great
is he
one
not here?
that not many people played was The Secret World. If you like just doing missions and shit like that, it was a fucking intense, graphically great, and fucking hard game. Like,
But what about Lineage 2? Did you play Lineage 2?
I never played that one. I
That
never
one
played
wasn't
any
too
of the
bad.
lineages.
There was
one
a couple of
wasn't
guys
bad.
Kozak worked with that played it.
Yeah.
Ryan got me into that, and GM flew in as like a giant dragon and killed everybody, and just like, whatever.
Yeah.
So I thought it was kind of cool. Not my type of game, anyways.
No, I never got into Lineage.
Yeah, WildStar was a bad WoW clone, and it kind of sucked.
Everything's a bad WoW.
There was a lot of comedy in it and stuff like that, but it got real tiresome. I played it for about a month.
That's you in every MMO.
No. Like I still I played WoW like constantly. Haven't played much this week. You know, staying at the parents' house type things, but.
So Mo wanted to have a podcast, and here we are.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes.
I like doing that, eh?
You never know. All of a
Yeah.
sudden, I'm sitting there and I'm watching him, and he just
Oh shit!
throws the thing on the table,
trash.
and it's like all of a
I
sudden,
did.
Nice.
I still hit that. By the way, your wife is purdy.
she got a purdy to
She got purdy. I love the fact that she has a white garbage bag on her chest.
That says white trash.
It would be better if it was a cum dumpster.
Oh.
No, not her specifically. No, don't take it that way. So we're having a quick podcast before we pick up Ryan. You know Ryan's never actually been physically here for a podcast?
No, he hasn't.
Never.
I haven't seen Ryan in
Well,
3 years
He
now.
keeps saying he's going to come down. He never does. We flash the ginger husk
He
symbol.
escaped T-Dot.
No, it was freaking Bangladesh.
No, he's in Toronto now.
Yeah, I know.
He is in Toronto now. I thought he was in Mississauga.
He was.
Okay.
Oh, Bangladesh.
Bangladesh, yeah.
He moved out to the T-Dot, more like North York.
Did he get a job yet?
He's still looking. He's got a second interview somewhere, but we're basically having a quick podcast about this week's episode of The Walking Dead. My favorite episode to date.
It was awesome.
Because my favorite scene from the comic book came to life.
Tainted meat!
Tainted meat! It wasn't Dale, but still.
No.
I think Bob fit the bill.
Jimmy's ribs were pretty good.
Little Jimmy. Just get some barbecue sauce.
But you gotta start asking yourself questions. And I think we brought this up on last week's podcast with Rainer, is that once you're a cannibal, how do you truly trust the group you're with that one day
You don't, because you know what? You wake up in the morning, you're like, little Billy over there is looking rather tasty.
That's it, you know.
Hack him while he's sleeping.
Yeah,
There you go.
you're
What's
all-
for breakfast? Billy.
It's just a matter of time before you're on the menu.
Has
Exactly.
anyone seen Judith? No, but I got me some baby back ribs.
Oh.
What? Too real?
Yes.
Too soon?
Too soon.
She's still alive. She's still alive.
Yes.
But she's technically dead in the comic book. She died horribly in the comic book. Bullet through Lori's chest through the baby's head.
Oh, nice.
I know, I stood and clapped and I was reading.
And he was on the shitter.
I think. What was your favorite part of the episode, Adrian?
I gotta go with tainted meat by far.
Ooh.
It was good.
Chained Meat was pretty cool, but I think honest to goodness, my favorite part was Michonne getting her fucking sword back.
No, I don't think so.
Just her look on her face, it was awesome.
But
and that thing is, though, I didn't like, what was the dude's name? Tainted Meat?
Karen.
Oh, the Terminus
Bob?
guy?
No, Bob.
Bob, yeah.
I love Bob. Like, he was the last
Bob the
person. He's the last person that out of the group that, in my eyes, were still human.
Why is the doctors keep losing their feet? Like, seriously, both doctors. Herschel was a doctor who lost his foot.
Yeah.
Bob was a doctor who lost his foot.
I'm not a doctor.
You're gonna lose your foot.
Fine.
I don't know. It's fucking huge.
Unless you're a douchebag and you become Shane. Oh, wait, doing ceremonial rubbing of head.
There's
Oh, yeah.
Shane head rub.
Oh, God.
The Shane head rub.
This is how you show nervous tick in a TV show. You rub your head. My favorite scene for
Jonathan
me
Frakes tugs on his shirt.
was when Rick basically looked at him and said, "I keep my promises," and he pulls out the machete and you're like,
And
oh.
oh yeah, that was a bloody scene. Oh man, I
Oh,
love that.
vicious.
Do you think we should have seen it, like the visual of it, because it was
Of the chopping?
Of the chopping.
No. It's you don't need.
4 walls and a roof.
It's television. I know it's premium television. Do you need to see it? No.
Well, they showed the first episode of this season, you know, the slicing. That was like too close to this ISIL bullshit, you know, like. But of course, they didn't think of, you know,
I think you got the point across.
Like when
It was gory enough. Like
my stepfather, we watched that together, right? And this is his very first episode. He's like, "Is this the shit that you watch? Like, this is fucking wrong." And I'm like, "Well, you guys watch all your CSIs and shit like that." I go,
That's
"That is
okay.
more realistic than zombies and shit like that." He goes, "When you think about it, just the aspect of them being bound up, and there's." He goes, "That is so close to what's happening in the Middle East and shit like that." He goes, "That's just not right." And I'm like, "Well, you got to think when they actually filmed that,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Well, it was happening, but it wasn't, you know."
Yeah.
it was coincidence that it was happening at the same time. You know,
Yeah.
the other one I thought that was good was with Abraham.
Yes.
The
Abraham.
big speech.
The big speech.
You know, basically saying the big
Oh,
ginger. Yeah. Basically saying, you know what, we're getting the fuck out of here.
And that's
I
pretty
got a
much-
question. Why didn't they all just load up into that fucking bus and go? They're just still waiting for what's her nuts?
Carol and Daryl.
Carol and Daryl.
Yeah, they were waiting for them
They're
to come
gone.
back. It's because the group has been separated so many times.
Now they're reforming. They were missing 2. They didn't want to leave anyone behind.
Yeah, I think they were past that stage.
Why didn't everybody just wait?
The group did want to wait, but Abraham doesn't. He wants to get the fuck to Washington, get Eugene.
There's nothing in Washington.
He doesn't know
comics?
that because he's a big fucking
The comics
oaf.
actually haven't got to that point yet where they actually made Washington, so you got a ways away before you can start worrying about that.
Yeah.
So not much of a spoiler, but I'm not saying they're not going to make it.
I think there's going to be nothing in Washington.
Oh, there's not going to be anything.
I think
there.
it's going to be a shithole, just like everywhere else. And people are going.
Dude's a science teacher. He doesn't know fuck all.
He's not necessarily a science teacher. When you listen to his speech on how he thought about destroying the pathogen with another pathogen,
It's just technobabble.
yeah, you know what? He probably is. He's probably just some sort of idiot.
In the comics, he is just. You said he's a science teacher.
He's just a
He's a science teacher. He is
He
nobody.
uses Abraham to stay alive. He basically tells
Yeah.
Abraham that I figured out the cure for zombies, knowing full well.
Let other people fight for you.
Exactly.
But that could change.
Smart.
The show has already changed a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A few different roles. My opinion about Michonne seeing her sword, I didn't see that as she was happy to see the sword. It was more like
It's a relief.
I can't get
No.
away from it.
That's
how
what
I looked
took
at it.
Yeah.
It's that she's like, I can't get away from being. Because if you notice how she was when she had the sword to how she is and without the sword, she's a lot happier without the sword. It's like the sword is like her cross, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
It's a cross that she has to bear.
side.
But when you saw that one episode when she went to reach for her sword,
And it wasn't there.
and it wasn't there, she's like, "This is her safety blanket."
Oh
type
yeah.
thing.
But it's to the point. It's that darker side
She
of
went
her.
to her character, and I really hope they explore this. Goes very dark. Like her person, how she was before she was found, it was just insane how dark she was. How many people she slaughtered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just,
And that sword's the reminder of that. All of a sudden, it's gone.
I knew the
She
sword
starts-
wouldn't be gone. that
You
long.
knew it wouldn't be.
No.
But all of a sudden, you could see her opening up to everybody in the group. Plain and simple. She wasn't the same person.
No.
Now all of a sudden, she's sitting on the front stoop. She can't sleep because the sword's back. Because now it's the reminder of the way she was.
Right. I think this probably, as it being my favorite episode so far this season, and like in my opinion, I think it was better than the first episode.
Yeah, the first episode just had a lot of blood and
A lot of
action.
killing.
You know, like it was a lot of blood and action. It was a great episode, the first episode, but yeah, this last episode, Four Walls and a Roof, it was absolutely great.
Yeah.
Like, that priest, are they leaving the priest there?
Well, that was
don't
another
know.
huge character development. Like, his character is frame by frame how he was in the comic book. He didn't do anything extravagant. It was just he felt damned for what he did.
What did he do?
He didn't let anyone in.
He locked
Yeah.
the doors to the church, never let anyone in.
When they were all getting slaughtered and murdered and
Yeah.
massacred, he wouldn't let them in. So that's his cross to bear, is that
Yeah.
instead of being a priest who's always supposed to be trying to help everyone save the world, he was just kind of like, fuck you, asshole.
Yeah.
If he leveled up a bit, he could have fucking turned the undead, and then, there's my geekness
He could've-
flowing through.
He's still level 2 noob.
Not even a fucking druid or a necromancer. He's just a regular dude.
These are zombies. I can only turn fucking skeletons at this
Level
level.
2 priest.
Oh shit!
Cure light
And he's
wounds
a
only.
battle priest on top of it, with no weapon.
I cannot cure light
He's running
wounds.
naked through Azeroth.
I might be able to do like a light bless.
Oh god! Seal of judgment. Oh, it didn't work. Not high enough. Not high enough. But bye. Go fuck yourself. Anyway, we're saying goodbye to some friends. That's how in Canada we don't say goodbye. We say go fuck yourself. Speaking of which, where's your brother?
I have no idea. Knowing him is probably working late tonight.
I gotta show him that picture.
Yeah.
Which one?
Not the to go fuck yourself.
It's the God one.
Oh, the God quote, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. A little bit off top. It's fine. What else happened?
Ringer's not here. We can't stay on top.
I know. Well, she's no better. She kept worrying the Russians were bombing us.
The Russians.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's because she saw a low-flying plane. She thought it was
I
Russian.
mean, how do you know it's Russian? There's like a Smirnoff logo on the side of the plane.
Lovely.
Hey, sometimes, you know what? Even the person who keeps us on track is allowed to go off track once in a while. In her defense, we do pick on her quite a lot.
We do.
Yeah.
We have to.
We decided that if the world did become overrun with zombies, she'd be the first person to die.
No, I would be. I am the fattest and the
Rule number one,
weakest.
cardio.
Yeah, cardio.
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, you're
Okay,
screwed,
she'd be
Mo,
the
sorry.
second person to die. She's got celiac disease.
I would so die. I got that
No,
one
she'd last a
fucking
little while.
foot. I
No,
got
but
an
the stench would give her
arthritic
That's perfect.
gout in my ankle, and like I can't run.
Unless you got a bionic ankle. Hey,
Don't laugh. I've been having dreams that they had to fucking sever my foot, and I'm
Ooh.
getting a robotic lower leg.
you make that sound like a bad thing, though.
You
You
know.
would be quite kick-ass in a zombie.
You could be like the Blade Runner in
Hey.
South Africa. kill your girlfriend.
Oh, God. You know,
lovely.
if Bruce Campbell can go
All of a
back
sudden-
in time in Army of Darkness and build a metal hand, you're good. Did I mention there was no mechanical technology then? They figured it out.
Oh, he did
He had a
it.
science textbook in his car.
Oh, yes,
He's
'cause that
okay.
explains everything.
That's how he made the gunpowder. She used bird shit and coal and peat moss. Oh, look, gunpowder.
And that's how he made a hand.
It's like that episode with Kirk. Made that fucking howitzer.
Against the
or whatever.
gourd.
Yeah.
The
that,
big fucking hand
oh,
cannon.
fuck.
Oh,
That was
man.
great. With the fucking rocks and shit.
Yeah. Diamonds. It was diamonds.
Wow, who knows what it was, yeah.
Now, this is my biggest fear about The Walking Dead is that we've had 3 good episodes. The first one being good, second one being good. Like, it wasn't great, it wasn't
No.
spectacular, but you're like, okay.
Time to slow down.
It's going to slow down a little bit, and the third episode, you're like,
Yeah.
Low.
Head explosion.
Low.
Yeah.
so what's
Skittles
the score
everywhere.
for the next 5 before the mid-season?
I don't know about 5, but I think the next 2 are going to be a little slow.
They have to
Well-
be slow.
I don't know. Well,
And then that.
Because I know
Okay.
from what I read before is that there's going to be 2 episodes focusing on the story of Terminus. So this means to me that maybe Tasha ain't fucking dead.
oh no, I think she's done.
She's gained a shit ton of weight.
She let herself go.
You should have seen her in Dexter. She was worse.
Oh, seriously?
And she was his first kill.
When.
But isn't she dead though?
Yeah. Oh, she got eaten. She's
But
done.
they also said they're going to do storylines that explain.
Oh yeah,
Terminus.
they're going to do backstory.
Well,
Well,
you didn't see her
do
die,
you
though.
No, but you see her.
She
get
got shot in the
eaten.
fucking leg,
Doesn't mean
and then
anything.
zombies were coming in.
Her
She
still
was
ran around on one
They,
foot
they,
fine.
she was
She
eaten,
got
she was
eaten.
getting eaten.
Stumped.
That's it. She's done. But the thing is, at this point now, with Gareth and his crew dead, and Mom gone, who the hell cares?
What
at
about
this point.
But who was the person in the train car at the end of episode 1? And there's a lot of arguments. Some people have said it's Negan.
Negan. Which one's Negan?
Ooh,
In the comics, he's got the.
he's the biggest
big
boss.
ball. the baseball
The
bat.
dude from the first season who was trying to wait for his wife.
Morgan.
That's Morgan.
His wife's dead.
He's still kicking her out.
Yeah, because I saw him
At the end of episode
Well,
1.
he's totally
Yeah.
got Fallout, New Vegas style look. It was fun. I won't lie to you, I was a huge fan of Morgan. Morgan and Michonne have a huge interconnecting storyline in more ways than one.
Just that actor. Jericho. Come on.
Jericho, fuck Jericho. Snatch, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. Saul.
Yes. This is a shotgun, Saul. It's a bloody anti-aircraft gun, Vincent.
I know that it says on my gun, Desert Eagle 550. And your gun says replica.
Yes, they
shit,
need to bring
son.
Vinnie Jones in that show.
No,
we're not
he's-
we don't talk about videos.
Well, yeah. Well, that's for a different
That's a
podcast.
completely different podcast.
Why, you guys don't like him?
No, he's going to be, is it Arrow?
He's going to be an arrow.
He's going to be an Arrow.
Oh, shit.
As an archer.
No, not an
I think
archer.
he's going to be an archer.
No, he's going to be basically it's a Juggernaut-esque character.
Juggernaut, bitch. Fuck.
Brick.
Oh, God, we got to relive through that again.
Brick.
Brick. He bricked his pants, but
Ooh.
but Negan. This is a little background about Negan. He is the scariest motherfucker you will meet. He is clearly crazy. He can fight anyone.
But he's dead now.
Who, Negan?
No,
he's still alive.
So far he's only been
He
in the
is
comics.
like the biggest nemesis that makes the governor look like a bitch. Like he was.
Governor was fucking awesome, man. Like
Well,
one
in
of the
comic
best
book, he was quick.
characters.
He was in and out in the comic book, but David Morrissey just.
exploded.
How he carried himself. He reminded me so much of Liam Neeson. I keep referencing it, but he did the way how he spoke. You're just like, oh. And then I would have fanboy moments of, what if Liam Neeson was in The Walking Dead? That would be fucking amazing.
I have a certain set of skills.
Hey, the making of Third Taken. I see nothing. No, he killed his wife. No one's taken anymore. It's just murder. It's the same storyline.
No, you know what he's going to do? He's going to take their life. Done. Mind blown. There you
I
go.
don't care. Name a bad movie with Liam Neeson short of A Million Ways to Die in the West. That was his first movie that was bad, in my opinion. He was in The Gray. He fought wolves with his bare hands and won. Unstoppable. Taken 3 in a plane. That's what it was. And it was death and violence, and it was in a plane. Better than Snakes on a Plane.
Oh, Snakes on the Plane was a beautiful movie.
What?
Oh, it was beautiful.
They actually made the sequel, Snakes on a Train. You
I
know
forgot to remind you that Mo is retarded.
that. I know. Was it the derping that gave it away?
Derp.
Now,
I can't think of a Liam Neeson movie where he's bad. Not off the
like,
top
there was
of my
one
head.
They're all good.
There was one movie that was questionable. It was called Unknown. It was really a Taken film. It was just another Taken film.
He was fucking awesome in that one movie with Orlando Bloom where he's like
Kingdom of Heaven.
Kingdom of
Yes,
Heaven.
That was an
great
amazing
fucking
movie.
movie.
Did you know he was the father in Fallout 3? He voiced the father.
I never played Fallout 3.
Really? Wow.
Terrible game.
Fallout 3 was great.
Terrible
Amazing.
game. Terrible game.
Malcolm McDowell was the voice of the president. More enough reason to watch it right there.
Is that New Vegas?
Nope.
New
3.
Vegas.
New Vegas sucked. New Vegas was bad.
New Vegas was the X-Pac.
New Vegas was the one that everyone. No, New Vegas was not an X-Pac. It was his own game.
Was it?
And New Vegas was the one that was
It's still that
in
Fallout
the
3
top
engine,
5 highest glitchy games to ever exist. Like it was pretty bad. Speaking
Number
of,
one being that UFC game.
no, Walking Dead Survival Instinct and Segway.
Back to...
No, that game was bad. Like you don't understand.
Still reminds
It's
me,
like
we're going to
you're
play
in this
Season
game.
2.
It's like Call of Duty style, and your weapon. Here's a hammer. Oh, by the way, you have to hit him in the head. You can't miss, or you get raped.
I still got to play Season 2 of Telltale.
Yeah, it's good. Do you think Bob was a pivotal character that we're gonna miss him at all?
I'm gonna
won't.
miss him because he was, like I said, he's the last human person out of the entire group. He's the only one who would smile. Well, Tyrese.
Well, he did smile at one point, then they Carol killed his girlfriend,
Yeah.
and then she fucking burned her, and then he's been on a murderous rampage since.
Yeah.
Well, not really a murderous rampage.
He murdered
but-
people with his zombies with his hands.
Yeah. That was
I would love to have seen that body slam when you see the zombies with a pole through his chest, just
Well,
sitting
that's how
there.
he was. Like, just he's just fucking just a giant
Well, the
black
guy-
ass Wolverine.
He's huge. This guy is fucking.
He's a tank.
He is a fucking menace.
He's not no Nathan Jones, but he's up there.
Yeah.
He's huge. I would hate to see that guy pissed off. You fuck around with the little baby, he's gonna squash your head like a zit.
His character.
The Viper and the Hound in Game
Oh,
of Thrones.
Jesus, yeah.
Imagine what Tyrese could do with a zombie head.
Oh,
Pop.
Pop the zit. Oh, shit, your head. My bad. Got mixed up. And Bob's character didn't do
I
well
liked
with me.
Bob's character. Like I said, he was the last human person. Like, it affected him, but the thing is, though, he still had a personality.
Well,
He was still human.
Well, thanks to Bob.
Rick has
Tyrese-
gone off the deep end. He's
Rick
Mr.
is gone.
Survival.
That's because his beard's trying
This
to
is
catch up to
Carl's
mine.
same thing.
Right here.
This is the reason,
This is season
right here.
6. This is
The
what
beard.
season 6 is going to be
Yeah.
like.
The more beard Rick has, the less fucks he gives.
And that's totally true.
You're-
And then
you
Carl,
don't give a lot of fucks either, Rick.
Carl is like survival mode now too.
Carl. Well, Carl.
Carl.
Did you see? Oh, it's going up.
And what's her nuts? Is it Carol or whatever?
Carol.
She's a fish. Well, you know
She
what?
is Rambo with a knife
is totally
and,
twisted, 'cause
and
in-
bottle rockets.
In the comic book, she fucked everybody. She went bonkers after Sophia died. I hated that scene from season 2. And then she starts fucking banging the chicks and the guys and the dogs. And then at the end,
She's a little
like,
slut.
and you know who's the person who's done absolutely nothing? Daryl.
Well, this season so far.
Daryl's done nothing.
This season.
Oh, I walk around with a crossbow and I sell T-shirts for the girls.
Oh, he
That's
shows
right.
off his arms. His arms.
yeah.
Yeah, you gotta show
He's
the
like
facts.
pipe cleaners.
They put the season
They're
into it.
the size of my forearm. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah, but that's because you jerk off a lot.
Oh yeah.
I like Norman Reedus, but that's how he works out his arm. There's no leg day, no chest day. It's all arm day.
It's all arms.
It's all arms. Hey,
You know,
whatever.
like, look at me. I got like 8 squirrels
Oh, he's
for
got
everybody
everybody. He's
eating.
up like this.
Yeah.
I got 8 squirrels. Okay,
No, I'm
go
not
get some
gonna
more
dis-
squirrels.
But Daryl Dixon is like the Goldberg of TV. He's just something that worked, and they're
He's-
making money.
He's the filler for the WWE.
Well, it's true because like
Come on,
Goldberg
Daryl,
came
we need to
WCW
fill something and go
No,
get some
but-
squirrels.
That's Gilbert.
I mean, it's true. But look at it this way: when Goldberg came
10
to
minutes of
WCW,
him killing fucking rodents.
which I don't want to go too far because I know you're a diehard wrestling fan. Goldberg just came in WCW. He was just something that just worked. Didn't make sense. It was just like he hit you 2 or 3 times. He was back in the locker room in 2 minutes, and the people tore down the building because he showed up. But the three with Daryl Dixon is because first season you're like, he's a dirty fuck. Second season you're like, okay, he's still a dirty fuck.
He's kind of
vicious.
badass, yeah.
He's a prick. Season 3 you're like, we can't live without Daryl Dixon. Like this guy.
Well, yeah, because they talk about his past and all that
They build up
bullshit.
his character. But you know what? But Daryl Dixon would not have got far if there was no Michael Rooker. Bam! I fucking
Yes.
stand by that.
Merle was awesome.
Merle.
Merle, he was the
dancing in a
fucking...
flower pot.
he was-
There's Michael Rooker again.
He was fucking awesome.
He was
My
and I-
favorite character.
Would you like a chocolate covered pretzel?
He tried
I would
to get me to
love
do that.
one.
Did I tell you
I-
about that?
I told yes.
when I met Michael Rooker last year, he
I told
said,
him.
I'm like, well, I don't know what to say. It's the first time I'm going to be a celebrity, and Michael Rooker was my first real celebrity.
Ask him if you wanted a chocolate covered pretzel.
I couldn't.
I
do
would
it.
totally have done that.
I would have done it in a
I didn't.
heartbeat.
I did. I had
you're
said
a-
hello. I
you're
ended
a
up talking
little
to him for like
bitch.
5 minutes about random shit.
Doesn't
Literally,
matter.
We talked about fecal matter for 5 minutes.
How did you not ask him about chocolate covered pretzel then?
I was stage fright. That's why poop came up. That's one thing I can always talk about. Be fine. Like, what's going on? I think I shit myself. Like, I'm picking meeting Meryl. I remember the time that you killed the guy from Cliffhanger, and I remember the chocolate pretzel, and that really weird movie. You were a priest with a shotgun. I don't even remember the name of that one. Yeah, it was bad. But hey, what are you gonna do?
Not Machine Gun Preacher?
No, that was Gerard.
Gerard Butler, yes. And actually,
Gerard.
yeah.
Well, just make sure you
That's right.
understand because people get pissed over that. Gerald.
No, I said Gerard.
Gerald. Fucking a real name. You know when he impressed me? When he was a fan of the opera. Fucking dude can sing. He's got
Who?
some. Gerard Butler.
There you go.
Oh. Well then. It's like I have that mask at home. But so, what's your predictions of?
Well, I guess
Sunday.
if you're going to do that, then you've got to go right to the ending scene.
Oh,
like-
one thing I want
Which
to say.
I did not see, by the way, because I was
You did see
recording it, and
It died.
and
Basically, you got.
I heard from other people that there was a scene in a hospital type thing, a cop and what's her nuts?
You see.
Beth.
Well, we know she wouldn't be eating. She's got no meat on her.
Yeah, Abraham takes fucking Maggie, Glenn, Eugene. That's it. Just
And
four of them.
Rosalia.
And Rosalia. And they all hop in the bus. Boom, off they go. Rick and Tyrese start digging graves for all the bodies, bury them. At that point, nighttime falls. Daryl comes back, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Okay, come, you guys." I don't know how he states it, but like, come on out. I don't know if he says you guys come on out.
Yeah.
I think he means plural.
Yeah.
So obviously, I'm assuming Carol is one,
Yeah.
and I'm assuming it's going to be Beth.
Yeah, because they're
Then-
going to leak the storyline because Carol and Daryl, actually, Beth's episode that's coming up, I think,
Which
takes
is
place during
Right,
this
right.
excursion.
It's going to be side by
But
side,
something
right?
happens, so that makes me uneasy. That tells me, like, I couldn't give a fuck if Beth died. You know,
Yeah, she's pretty
The only
useless.
useful thing she did was sing one of my favorite Irish folk songs called "The Parting Glass," and that was like season 2, episode 6. Since then, no use.
So yeah, then right after that they kind of cut.
Oh, we gotta have someone for
Then-
Carl.
Coral.
Fuck him. I hope that little bastard dies.
You know what? I'm going to show you what I'm going to post at 10. You're going to laugh your ass off.
And so the episode ends.
Carl.
You see credits roll. They do the sneak peek of the next episode, and you see Beth in a hospital bed, wired up with an IV. She wakes up and she starts freaking out. She's running around. You see other
You know
people.
what it reminds me of? 28 Days Later.
Yep.
Similar type feel.
What was the name of the episode? It was like Concrete City.
I
It
don't
was
know.
called
I don't know.
Concrete City.
I don't know what the episode
See,
name
that's
is.
not good. Hey,
So I'm figuring this
Hey.
episode's going to be all about Beth.
hey, what's Bob's favorite music? Hip hop.
Oh,
Carl!
terrible. Terrible. No, he can't stand it. Oh.
Did you see the one I posted the other day?
Yeah.
Something about the fact of, I felt bad, so I had like a comedy show for a bunch of amputees. The bastards didn't even stand and clap. Oh.
Elbows don't work too good.
No, it makes me feel bad for that guy from American Horror Story Free Show.
Oh, the one
It's like,
that,
it's like, I
the
got
raptor hands. The raptor hands guy.
You haven't watched that show yet?
No.
What?
Oh my god, you love Twisty the Clown. Your word of a lie, Twisty. I think this episode is going to be a boring episode up to like the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's going to be, probably Beth backstory.
I could see it being like a 2-episode thing.
It could.
The first episode's like blah blah blah. This is what's going on, and then the second episode, that's when Daryl and Carol Lucian shows up.
Yeah,
trying to
because
save
this
the
one's
day.
going to end up, obviously, it's got to be the point where she's taken some point back in season 4.
Yeah, by the guy with the car with the cross on it.
Yeah,
Who is that guy?
I originally thought that was the preacher because
you figure cross
it
on a
didn't
car.
happen in the comic book, so I'm kind of out on that one. Jury's out on.
That's gonna probably be
It
the
obviously
main
wasn't Terminus
antagonist.
people.
No, well, see, Beth's character is useless. Like, I mean, and this brings back to like the mid-season break of last year.
Tainted meat.
No, when Herschel got his head locked, and everyone's like, ah, bah, 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 bah. And they just start opening, and there's Beth. I'm like, dude, you got an AR-15 in your hand with a full clip. Like, do something. Put it in your box. Shoot yourself. I don't care. Do something.
Yeah, she's pretty useless.
And now we gotta ask the question, which you don't know yet, which I'll tell you, is that Coral is gonna lose his eye soon.
Fantastic.
Soon.
Can't wait.
He becomes a vindictive bastard, too.
I hope he dies a horrible death
When he
real soon.
becomes Cyclopean,
I cannot
He
stand that
becomes
little
like
fuck.
the second coming of Michonne.
Seriously.
Like, he's vicious.
I want
in the
I want
comic book, Negan shows up and basically says, it's way far ahead, so you won't see it for a while, but Negan shows up to the camp they're at and says, you know what? I want half. They're like, for what? Because I want half, or I'll fucking kill all of you. And they're like, no. He's like, okay. Takes baseball bat. Boom! Kills Glenn. Okay. Half. So they give him half. Coral gets in the back of this guy's fucking truck, takes off, goes back to their camp, jumps out, shoots, kills 10 guards. Negan's like, I should fucking kill you, but you wanna know why I'm gonna kill you? You got fucking balls. You can go.
Seriously.
Like, Negan's like that. He's just fucking crazy. Like, you know what? You earn my respect. You're an 16-year-old kid. You killed 10 of my best men. You can go back to your camp now. Wow. That's why, like, this. He has a barbed wire baseball bat, and in the comic book, how you get infected by Nick at that time, which I had to be corrected by Rainer last week, is that at the time they didn't know that you were already infected. They just assumed a nick, bite, scratch, whatever. So what Negan would do is take a zombie, kill it, and then grind his barbed wire baseball bat all over the body, and then hit people with it. Think about the mass hysteria that causes.
Yeah, true. That's pretty vicious.
He's a fucking cunt. There's no other way to put it. He's just, and I'm all about the Negan bandwagon. It's clearly evident. And Rick,
they haven't shown him yet in the TV show, though.
No.
No.
People thought it was him in the train car in the that first episode right at the end when they did the backstory about Gareth and Mom.
The dude that came running out with the crazy long hair and shit?
No. They right at the end of that first episode, you see Gareth, the
and his mom
guy,
thrown into a
and
train
his
car.
mom's thrown into the train car after she's probably been brutally raped.
Yeah.
And then you see a guy in like long leather jacket, kind of.
It was here's the thing. Negan's known for his shaved head, not shaved, but like brought down to the hardwood.
Yeah. Like crew cut,
blue jeans, big biker jacket.
Right.
And it really looked like him.
Yeah.
Like, if you've seen the comic book comparison to that, you'd be like, oh. Now, rumor has the person they picked for Negan is the vicious bastard from fucking The Strain. Have you seen The Strain?
No.
Oof.
Oh, the
pull-off.
Yeah.
Is the Strain a movie?
TV show by Guillermo del Toro.
I hardly watch TV.
Watch it. Love it.
Watch it.
You would love it. If you like Guillermo del Toro's work,
it's not your typical vampire show.
It is.
It's
more, it is, because he stole the vampires from Blade 2 he used. Same design.
The same design, yeah.
Well, the crazy mouth thing?
Yeah.
But it's not. It's
these are good,
not just like that though.
Well,
'cause
this
it's
is a
got
lot
some
more
fucking
different, yeah.
Tentacle shit, but
Tentacle, vaginal
but the whole chin opening, yeah, that's kind of the same. But it's got like a long tentacle that fucking
Kind of like an alien.
Yeah.
But it's a tentacle. It bends instead of just...
No, it doesn't bend. It literally sucks you dry.
It's literally, yeah. It's like it will literally shoot out like 10 feet.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll tell you this about that
It's
show.
good.
Not to get too off topic. Get past the first 2 episodes. The first 2 episodes are kind of questionable because it's setting the mood. So you're kind of watching, going, I don't know if I'm gonna.
All you gotta do is watch up through like episode 5 because you see a fucking hobbit die.
Yeah. Samwise Gamgee did not make
Samwise
it.
doesn't make it. Sorry.
No, it's cool. But who else? He was in. Do you remember X-Men Wolverine Origins?
Yes.
The guy that played the Blob.
Yes.
He's been in so many different roles.
Yes.
He's rumored to be it, and he is a terrifying person.
Okay.
But
The guy from Strain actually was the Blob.
I never saw. I didn't want to see it because I knew they'd absolutely ruin it. You know my rage on comic book movies, so.
Yeah, there's only one movie thus far that you have not raged over. Guardians of the Galaxy.
I
Days of
love
Future
that
Past.
movie.
Respect it.
I did respect Days of
I
Future
love
Past.
Guardians. Guardians was fucking amazing.
All right, so last round. What's going to happen? So we're going to go with Beth is going to have maybe 2 episodes? Are we going to do 3?
I'm going 2 episode Beth backstory, but it's not going to be full 2 episodes.
I think it's just going to be one
half and half.
episode with a Beth backstory of what the hell happened to her and shit like that. I don't think it's going to go 2 episodes. I think it's going to be 1, and then she's going to be back with the group. Then they're slowly going to start going towards fucking Washington to hopefully meet up with the guys in the bus.
Half F, it's going to be backstory, how she got there from back in season 4.
Yeah.
Then it's going to be probably sometime in the next episode after that. It's going to be Daryl and Carol tracking her down and getting her and busting her back out and bringing her back to the group.
You know, I'm in full agreement. I mean, at this point, I think that it's going to be a 2-episode gig. It's definitely, like the first episode, I'm going to follow you. It's going to be all about Beth. It's going to be this huge story about Beth. I think in the second episode, I'm going to give it the benefit of them. Say half the episode is Beth still figuring shit out, and then the other half is when Carol and Daryl just happen to stumble across.
Carol becomes Rambo again.
I love that
Daryl's the
picture.
little
I don't
sidekick.
care what anyone says.
That is pretty good, yeah. Literally, it's a picture of Carol's head on Rambo's body with the freaking...
Yeah, I saw that.
Fantastic.
Beautiful.
Fantastic.
That's a very good
So
Photoshop.
that's the episode. Who wants to close? You never close.
Close it.
No.
Why don't you close?
No.
Jimmy's ribs are like the chimichangas.
Oh, shit!
Game over, man. It's game over.
Thanks for listening to the Droids You Are Looking For podcast. Stay tuned for next week's podcast.
Remember, the Force will be with you always.